Hello, YouTubers. You may have heard some people say that they figured out Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, and you may have heard some people say that they've broken the format or they know what cards are good, what cards aren't. You got to forget all of that and strap in because you're about to watch something amazing. There are so many combos in this deck, I didn't even see them all while I was drafting it. Yes, the video is very long. You need to watch the whole thing. You can't look at this deck list or the draft and see everything that it's going to do. You got to watch it. Watch it all and click that subscribe button so that you can come back and watch the next one. Thank you very much. I would say I hope you enjoy today's draft, but you're going to enjoy today's draft. Have fun. We want to invoke Just Ice. Return target permanent from your graveyard to the battlefield, then distribute 4+1/+1 counters among any number of creatures and or vehicles you control. It's a lot of ice. It's kind of competing in this pack, in my mind, with the Shrine of Wisdom, Twisted Embrace, and Master's Rebuke. Good morning, Mist. Like, I like that you're getting back something small and then buffing it to the point that it's relevant again. I don't like the huge commitment to white. But if you're not going to try to play with rares, I don't know what you're doing. We'll try it. I am not forcing white for this. Normally, I don't like a Resurrect. A Resurrect that puts counters on stuff I'm like kind of into. Now, this is a black-white rare, and it wants you to get a vehicle from your graveyard to the battlefield. So we've got to find a way, if we do this, we've got to find a way to get vehicles and then get them into the graveyard. Which, I mean, trading them off seems fine. It's also like a 3-mana 4/3, which is fine. It's just weird. Because I could also just take a twin-shot sniper and be like, I have this solid unit. But let's explore and try to build around some of what this color pair might want to do. Okay, we've got the black-white rare and the black-white uncommon. We need artifacts and enchantments. I feel like we can do this. Oh yeah, there's a lot of good options for it, for sure. But I don't know how we're going to get stuff in the graveyard. I can't think of a way to do that efficiently in black-white other than just trade it off. I can mitigate that casting cost of the Invoke Justice by trying to have a bunch of our 2-drops be white or artifacts, and maybe have black be something I can do off of 7 swamps. Are there any in black and white, though? I know there's like an artifact fixer, but I probably don't want to play that unless I'm ramping to something, too. Like, I guess we could try to find a Raisho Sentinel and be pretty happy with that. That is, if we continue down this path. Because the best card here is the completion, right? Like, what would we even take for us? I guess the Ambusher isn't that bad. Yeah, it's just a question of whether I want to try to build around this or no. Because I don't think we're really building into a ninjutsu deck, but we kind of could be, couldn't we? Okay, let's talk, Ambusher. Let's talk. Okay, there's one way I can mill myself, not for a lot, but for little. Technically, I used to say the draft didn't start until pick 5, right? And technically, yes, like that's when you should start to say, hey, there's a voltage surge. Maybe we should play red. But I'm not looking to do that here after we've started with particular rare into particular rare into particular uncommon. I want to try to get artifacts and enchantments together and see if we can make this work. And I think this is a nice, easy, colorless way for me to get a few cards into the bin, potentially for Greasefang or Justice. I also really like the card, and it's an artifact for Naomi. Morning, John. So this can get me back a ninja, and I have one ninja. It can also get back rogues. It's a rat pilot. I only have the one ninja. Kind of doing a rat deck. Befriending the moths could be okay. Subduer could be okay. Artificer should be all right for us too, right? I have a feeling we'll be interested in this. I'm going to try it. I had something weird happen yesterday. Has anybody been able to, or would anybody mind checking to see if you can watch my VOD from yesterday? Yoinks. Why is that happening? Because I screwed up recording the history of draft yesterday. My recording got borked, and I was like, no worries, I'll pull it from the VOD. And then I tried it after the stream, and I tried it again this morning, and it just won't work. Okay, so it's not just me. Yeah, it's definitely there. You can see it. Just every time I try to play it, it gives me like an error 2000 or something. I wasn't thinking we wanted a Fox Ninja, but we might want a Fox Ninja. The Papercraft Decoy seems pretty good here too, to work with the ninja I already have. I don't know why I'd want the double strike one. I'm not really looking to augment it or equip it. Yeah, this feels really weird, but I can get a Papercraft Decoy later if I want it. I do need a vehicle or two from somewhere. Okay, hopefully it won't do that again today. I could take this in case we want to do Mardu things. We could take the Subduer as a good card. I don't know if we're playing the Terminal, but I'm going to take it as a maybe. Frankly, this is a maybe too. I do need to find a vehicle or two for Greasefang to do something. I don't think that's the one that I want. This finds me an Aura, which seems bad, but I can take a Torment and bring it in. I don't think I want to main it, but we could. Okay. I could play one of these, but I've been very happy with one Repel the Vile. And we're still not really quite black. Well, I may just have to link to your and Mike's video from that history of draft. Unfortunate. That is why I try to record them locally. I just forgot to click the button when I came back from the bathroom or something, so I couldn't do anything with it. We've got a nice maybe pile over here. And I think we're definitely white, but we could still shift the other color and even splash Naomi if we wanted to. Like, I guess we should be open to Esper vehicles. I'm not really looking to be open to green, white currently. We could be open to blue-white. Blue-white artifacts, potentially splash Naomi and Greasefang. I've wanted to play with this card for some time as well, and I haven't been able to. So let's give this a go and think about that. There's a Circuit Mender. Like, whatever I'm doing, I'm going to be incredibly happy with that. Hey, good morning, Nick. I'm pretty sure Mike won the game mechanic. I made an incredibly boneheaded play against John in game 1. I think I could have won the matchup if I hadn't been distracted. I got distracted because I screwed up my recording and then just made an incredibly stupid blog. Sounds fun. I don't know if it's good. Okay, we could take a Tamiyo's completion here and be like, you know what? We're probably blue-white. We can splash potentially both of these because this gives us plenty of artifacts and enchantments. I need to get some fixing, and I will. I needed a Pestermite to fix for my black splash and then just threw it away when I had the black splash in hand. Then died with it in my hand. It was like, not terribly smart. Okay, I'm starting to think that this might be how we mill ourselves. So now I need a couple blue vehicles, a couple more enchantment creatures, and we can party. That'll get some stuff in the bin too if we want it. Channel creatures kind of go there naturally. I don't think I want a Brute Suit. I could sure go for some pilot tokens. We're probably playing the network terminal too. I think I'm currently planning to play these cards. This is very different than what I've done before, so I'm excited to play it out. Initially, I was hopeful that I could get some virus beetles and use them to ninja out something. I think that moment has passed. I think here I'm interested in the Scoured Barrens if we're actually going to do these splashes. Because he only gets back vehicles, right? Yeah, I have to have a few vehicles or this doesn't do anything. At which point we don't splash it. Like, not the end of the world. I can still do something with the Pillar of Order. I think I can find a couple. We willing to play Dragonfly Suits? I think so. It's not a great vehicle, but having a couple and making this do something, I think is worthwhile. Especially if I'm going to go to the trouble of milling myself a little bit for it. I do like a Moonsnare Specialist. Like, regardless of what happens, that's just good. We didn't really get much for white besides the Justice and the late Arrest, which doesn't mean a lot if people don't like Arrest, which wouldn't surprise me, pacifism being bad in this format and all. As the children say. Play a Moonshell Crab. That's something I can get in the gun and potentially reanimate and freaking terrify people. That is not what I need. And just use this as like a totally lost. I guess if I have to play it, I play it. I'm not excited about it. I'll pretty happily play this. I could use another enchantment or two to make Naomi do the thing. All right, so last pack, I need a couple 2-drops which is neat. There's one, and it's one I'm interested in. And maybe 2 vehicles, and I think I can be happy. I wouldn't mind another Esper duel as well. I think since this can get 2 removal spells and the Goshintai, I'm interested in playing it. Can even play this if we need to. I'm not really playing enough ninja stuff for me to want to main deck it. Like, we have some ninjas, we aren't all about ninjas. You know what I'm saying? Probably play that too. Born to Drive would let us do some piloting. I certainly wouldn't be opposed to Era of Enlightenment, Moonstare Specialist, but I think having pilots depart out and then we just grab any vehicle we see is good. We've also got a couple of flyers, not a lot, but a couple that we could slap this on and just try to win the game with it. It's also another 3-drop, which we clearly need a lot of. So I've got another Shrine, which could be cute, the Modern Age, which I'd like, and another Arrest. As well as Fixing. I want all of these things. I don't think I have to go as crazy for the card draw because I've got Thirst for Knowledge, and I think this is just slightly better enough than the Fixing that I'm going to take it. Having 2 Arrests makes me feel like we can actually kill things. What does this one do? Get a Plains, discard a card, play something, and then I get a 3/4? Seems pretty good to me. Ironically, I'm very interested in these things too, and don't really need more 3s. It's kind of weird. But currently Greasefang is not in. We don't have enough vehicles to play Greasefang, and I think this thing's actually pretty good. I need 2 more vehicles or I'm just going to cut Greasefang. So I'm going to put him in the Dragonfly suit over here, along with Born to Drive, and if we don't find the things we need, we just won't play them. I see the completion. I like the completion. I'm interested in all of these things, but I need another 1-drop. And this deck is interested in having artifacts and enchantments. It's also a 7-drop vehicle. I'm just not interested in that. I've seen decks that play it, but like, I don't have to play bad vehicles. There's good blue common vehicles. If I don't get them, I just won't play him. Like, cutting these 3 cards, the deck still looks fine to me. I kind of like the Born to Drive because we could go get it with the Shrine Sentinel and it gives us like this whole package, but like I don't have to play it. I don't know that we're playing enough vehicles to really, or enough enchantments to really do anything with Michiko, although I do like Michiko. We could play this just as a bounce spell. I think the mana is good enough to splash Naomi, and I think Naomi will do something. If I have to play with just this, I might just take another Mirror Shell Crab. Yeah, this might play. Okay, I do like Wanderer's Intervention. I like Tamiyo's Completion, but I'm definitely splashing at least the Naomi. So I think we can go with the Backwater. I think we've got enough artifacts to be playing this, and I think they do enough. We're short a few playables here, but like I've got stuff in here we can play. Unless we find 2 vehicles, in which case I have to make cuts. Good morning, Timber. I don't think we're finding them from here, though. How are we doing on creatures? 11, 12? Could probably use another creature or 2. Take the card draw, though. It's artifact card draw. And there's another vehicle. I don't think it's a particularly good one. But let's talk. Okay, and so our option is, would I like to take another Dragonfly suit, have the 3 vehicles I wanted for Greasefang, or take the Tamiyo's completion and just have solid removal? And I think you know what I'm going to go for. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with where this has gone. And we'll just run this. Last card could potentially be a Subduer. It's an interesting draft. Kind of fun, too. Seems late. I don't think I can do anything with it. I mean, we ended up with 2 artifacts. Or vehicles, rather. Let's evaluate that again. That might be a thing. So we've got 2 Dragonfly suits. And a Brute suit. So we could play Greasefang. I'd have to make room for all of them, but if I did, we could also play the Born to Drive. Not that those really need anything to crew them other than 1/1s, but it's an excuse to play it, and I think it would be fine with the Shrine Steward. Let's just look at what that might look like. Because I don't think it's that hard to fit them all in. This would need 2 cuts. I could sideboard into them or I could sideboard out of them. Hurts the mana a lot. But it makes the restoration or replication specialist better too. Because getting multiple copies of the vehicles is kind of a big deal. I think I like siding into it better. And just maining this. Gives me 9 or 10, 6, 7, 8, 3 with the network terminal. Yeah, I think since I can go get it with the Shrine Steward, like it's not really doing anything, but the fact that it could be a slightly more expensive Raise the Alarm, and I could potentially fetch it and put it on a flyer and smack somebody for, I don't know, 8. Like, it has the potential to close out a game. It's my least favorite card in here. I'm just not sure what I would play over it. I think our interaction's good enough that I don't need this. I don't love the idea of 2 crabs. I quite like the idea of 1. Because, like, bringing that back with Invoke Justice is cool. But, like, I don't think there's really anything else we could jam. This guy's okay, but not, like, blowing my mind. Yeah, I think this is what we're doing. There should be one crab main. Let's go back and double check, because if there's not one crab main, bad things are happening. Huh. I was certain I had one main. Okay, easy. You found it. That's the answer. I cut it for a mirror shell crab. It is awkward because that's why I cut it. I'm going to be tapping out on 3 quite often. But good catch there, Timber. I think this will work, though. Let's give it a go. Esper vehicles, go, go. I mean, there's no vehicles in the tag, but other than that, it's very much like Esper vehicles. Vehicleless vehicles. That's what we'll call it. Nice. I don't really understand people, but I suppose I don't have to. More white mana is good. Good luck, Arkham. Oh, I'm sorry, Noki. I hope you guys feel better soon. Nah, that could get better. Let's just do this. This draws me another removal spell. Or my shrine if I want it. The shrine's actually pretty good at blocking what they're doing. Yeah, I'm happy enough to draw the shrine. That's less than ideal. All right, let's be stable. Okay, so we're gonna complete that. I just well, I don't really want to bounce it. That kind of needs to be answered too, which is unfortunate. The 4 damage is a bit much. I don't like that at all. What's up, Orcish? How you doing? How is put a naughty word? Seems weird, man. No, we got plenty of lands. We've drawn 6. And the deck's supposed to be mostly white so we can cast Invoke Justice. Rach, thank you for the resub.
Huh. What does this button do?
Hope all is well in your world. Y'all spam some cats for Rage. Nice. I feel like we're advantaged. Removal still good in current year. So I could make him chump. Which I can still do after we draw a card. So if I tap this, they have to chump with that. And they untap with the 5/5 haste. Which I think I can handle. Because they don't draw something else, I have to chump with that too. It's all good, Falco. Good to see you, bud. Okay, that kind of worked out exactly how I wanted to. We were able to get some super value off of the shrine. Reanimating the shrine was kind of nuts. What's up, Cawthorn? How you doing? So Repeal the Vial kills just about everything they've got. We're definitely keeping that in. Not a ton of X1s that we'd want to do things with, like Horn to Drive. You super into stickers? Must be if you bought 1,000 of them. I hope you enjoyed them. If I had 1,000 stickers, I think I'd stick them all over myself and look ridiculous. I don't think I'm actually changing anything here. Okay, that makes a little more sense than like covering yourself in stickers, but you could still do that if you wanted to. I think so. I'd watch. It's a little slow, but I can work with this. Just feel like in Modern Magic, if you don't have a 2-drop, you feel like you're behind. Makes sense. Ooh, nice. Yeah, that seems like a no-brainer. Okay, so these things clearly need to be stopped. Let us stop them. This has no text. Dude, invoking Justice back, the Shrine Steward, has been insane value. And I think we're going to get to do it again. Or we could just do this. Yeah, completion makes it a nothing, I think. Loses all abilities and doesn't untap. Okay, no, it's still a shrine. That's gonna have to go. Not vengeance, justice. Okay, we got all their cards out. So if we can stabilize, I think we probably win. That's really got to be completed before anything else starts. Which kind of sucks. Okay, this is not an enchantment. So if I draw one land, I could double Shrine Steward. That seems a bit unnecessary. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. I wonder what they're waiting for on the terrarium. Just return the arrest. That's pretty insane. But this is too much value. But need this to have 3, 4, 5 toughness to block that. And this having 4 toughness means it can threaten to block that. But realistically, it's just going to jump in front of this boss. So we probably do this. Okay, now we can start to accrue some value. Stability first. I could do it this turn, but I'm just going to do it next turn. Because we can thirst into turn and have more options. I can do all of this. And we'll be attacking real soon. That puts counters on things they play. No, they can do it once per turn on anything they want. Okay. So the problem right now is they have a reach creature. I can probably get through that. If I don't draw myself out of cards. The 2/5/7 seems like it would be pretty good. I can't quite do that, but I can do it next turn. In the meantime, we could play Naomi. Okay. And then end of turn, we can pop this and draw 2 more and probably stop drawing there. We'll have drawn enough cards. I may still not have attacks with that, which is kind of bizarre. Like the one reach creature may just be enough to let me sit here and mill myself out. But I have a Raicho Sentinel in this deck. I can't mill out. Oh, that's lovely. I can even double it and mill them twice. I didn't even realize how smart I was. That's fantastic. I don't really need to do this. I more want to do this. What's up, Mimi? They think they're going to mill me out. They're not. Also, dude, look at my board. This is the first draft for today. I hope you enjoy the ring. That puts them at 11. Boop. I still don't really understand what Elden Ring is all about. I believe they've realized that they're going to die. Is there a combat trick that gives trample? I don't think there's a combat trick that gives trample. Pig. Oh yeah, the pig. Pig do give trample. Okay, there's no point in losing to the pig. So I've got that double blocked with crabs. Throw something in front of this. Throw a couple things in front of that. Seems fine. Thank you, Arcade. Okay, I can see why people would be hype about it. I never got into Dark Souls. There we go. There we go. That is how you do. I didn't realize quite what a concoction we had brewed up, but this has been lovely. Including the Shrine Seward has made me super happy. There's so many things that we can get. We can duplicate it with the Specialist. We can bring it back with Invoke Justice. This is a deck and a half. I like it. This deck is beautiful. I just want to look at it again before we go play the next game. I didn't expect it to be that good. We aggroed somebody out and then we milled them out. And I didn't realize that I could mill them out until halfway through the game. Like there's combos in here I didn't even see when I drafted it. I wish I could say I knew that, but I totally didn't. I have no regrets about the drafting of this deck. I did the Sentinel shenanigans better than that, nobody. That was not the best Sentinel shenanigans, but it was Sentinel shenanigans. I had a run where I milled myself out entirely and started recycling cards until my opponent scooped. It's a much worse opener, but they're not all going to be amazing, eh? E-Honda! I like it so far too, Mist. It's been fun. We'll counter a cheeseburger here. If given the opportunity. I think I'm going to complete the vehicle. Unless they cast something amazing. Which means I kind of have to take another 4 first. I could bounce it. I'd rather just take the hit. Yeah, they're certainly playing around it. Yeah, I would say they figured it out. I don't want to just let them have those cards. They can cast something here, but I can just cast the Mirror Shell, and I'm pretty happy to do that. Really have an appropriate emote. I do now. Here, you figured out I had it. Good job. Yeah, even the Mana League doesn't completely hate this set. That's really good news. Were the Innistrad sets just so horribly bad that I thought I hated Magic, but I didn't? Because, like, for me, Crimson Vow was a lot better than Midnight Hunt. But after comparing it to this, it wasn't fun. I have had a bit of an attitude adjustment since then. To be fair. Well, it just kind of happens when a set isn't insanely aggressive, right? Okay, so you do hate this set. You just don't completely hate this set. That really sucks. I should have kept that too. I got distracted thinking about it. I was like, well, I'm obviously not discarding the specialist. So if you're wondering why I discarded the thing that would make up for what they did, no reason. Although, I could just bounce the Mirror Shell Crab and play 2 of them, right? I'd need 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. That's a fair perspective, Noki. Well, that's fair too. I suppose there is always a way to decide we don't like what we're doing. I'm pretty sure if I kept this Mnemonic Sphere instead of the Moonstare Specialist, we win this game. But I didn't, so we don't. That's incredibly frustrating. And that's the same point I made yesterday. I'm recognizing that's a real downside with Magic. Like, you can either talk a chat or you can win. Well, that's not fair. I can either talk to chat or win. Seems like doing both is difficult. They played a Virus Beetle, and I discarded a Mnemonic Sphere because I thought what I had in hand was a Restoration Specialist and a Mnemonic Sphere, but I'd already played the Specialist. What I had in hand was a Moonstare Specialist, which doesn't do anything. So instead of drawing 4 cards, I bounced my own dude. And then proceeded to flood out. Now, this deck is still capable of recovering. It's just that was really stupid. All right, how do I recover from this? I can get back the 2 card draw and slap some counters on stuff. That's not exactly what I wanted to do. I mean, what I want to do is get back my replication specialist, but that ship has sailed and we need to just kind of let this go. They're going to have me sacrifice a creature. So I could sacrifice that and get it back, but I don't mind getting the card draw back. So is there anything I need to kill? That's going to be a 1/4 menace. I don't need to kill that. And this is an instant. I can save it for if I need to kill anything. Well, I think what John's saying is that there are some people, like, obviously more people like this more. It's just a question of, is it the same people? Oh, you didn't need that, did you? Did you build your deck around a card? Not that it was a big deal. We could have repealed it or repelled it. It just makes me happy. We'll just repel it if we need to. Significantly less than me blocking like an idiot. I'm still frustrated about that one. Oh, let's just have a good time here. I still can't quite get over that. Boop. I like where this is going. That is currently my plan, Scott. We're going to butt them out. When in doubt, butt them out. Oh, I don't have to do that now. I've got a Raicho Sentinel in the deck, so like I can mill them for 3 at some point. As long as I don't draw more cards in them, we should be fine. But I need more action than lands. They didn't kill the Raicho Sentinel or something, right? No, they didn't. I don't... What this... 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So there's 1 land left in the deck. And get back to Kami War. Does that do anything I care about? I'll target non-land permanent. I mean, it seems like it does. Why'd they stop playing? I was having so much fun. I'm too into these decks, Dave. This reminds me a lot of Cogwork Archivist, and I won so many games with somebody trying to do Prismari graveyard recursion nonsense, and I was like, I've just played a lot of games with this style of deck. This is one of my favorite things to do in Magic. If there's a limited format where I can build a machine like this, I'm probably really going to enjoy it. Does anybody know what the Browse Digger deck was from the 1990s? Probably nobody old enough to know that. There's not a lot of pieces, but nobody wants the pieces. Last Ratio Sentinel deck was blue-green, I think. I don't remember. But it was milling myself out, whereas this one is trying to mill them out. No, I don't think so, Dom. They read me for a crab immediately. They're either very well aware of what's in the format or they're ghosting me. Like, I would almost want to take this one out. The crab was really, really bad. Like, if it's only here as a 7-drop, I don't want it. Yeah, I kind of think I want to cut it and play a little bit more interaction. I mean, it did, but I should be able to kill those pretty easily. Well, we can win by gumming up the board. That wasn't actually the main idea, but we can win that way. So I can just discard the land and get it into play immediately. Am I correct? But I could also just discard the Goshintai and get it into play immediately. Well, I'm always going to have more land. We hold this one for their Herpaderp. I do not need to be in a hurry here. Time is on my side. Maybe not anymore. Time was on my side. Now it ain't. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Kind of need to get the Shrine Steward, eh? I need to get the Shrine Steward in the bin. Not fair. He's going to bounce whatever I put the counters on. Not bouncing that. Not bouncing this. Because this turns into something that just kills me, right? Yeah. And I don't mind milling them now. Because we're going to complete the saga. Can they just keep doing this to itself? Because that's annoying. I don't think I quite appreciated how irritating that could be. Just be like, I'll exile one of your dudes every turn. I will have to try to win the game at some point like that. Ah, other. Okay. That is really good then. You would need to have two of them. It's not legendary, is it? Doesn't appear to be. That needs to be completed. So we'll be doing that. Do we need to balance anything this turn? I don't think so. I do need to find a removal spell for that too. If I leave this, I can pop the Herpaderp too, which I think we need to do. That's pretty good, Dave. I like that. I approve. Didn't have haste, does it? No. Because we're taking 9 here and it sucks. Unless I want to double block. Do I want to double block? I kind of want to double block. It's so risky. Too risky. That's not particularly helpful. That's a little more helpful. Now, it's important to remember that they have 800 destroy target creature with flying in their deck. They wouldn't have cut any of them. So if I play this and don't get value on the same turn, there's a little bit of a problem. So I think I'd like to try to set up doing that. The downside is this Artificer just kind of wants to be discarded. Bounce, Cudgel. What? What is Cudgel? What did I just say? I don't know. The Sentinel. You want me to bounce the Sentinel? So we'd need 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'd need to draw a land. That's not going to work. I think I need to balance this and preserve life total. This is still not ideal. Bronze is a metal, and cudgel is a fancy word for club. Funny, I'd have had to land. This is incredibly grindy. But this is going to die immediately because they have, like I said, 800 of these snakes. Maybe I did want the crab, even though they play around it, because I would like the board to be gummed up right now, and it isn't. Yeah, it looks like we do. This would be a really good spot to have a shuffle effect, and I don't have one. I'm at 14 minutes and they're at 12. This doesn't target. It's really unfortunate. I can't get it with the Sentinel because it doesn't target. And maybe I end up wanting both crabs if we're going to go this bloody late. I'm taking 14. I don't want to take 14. I thought that triggered on attack. Oh, it does trigger on attack. So this isn't actually stopping any of the damage. Stops damage for next turn, but I don't know that we're going to get a next turn. Yeah, this is looking like a lot of not getting a next turn to me. We can bounce the Tanuki, eat our own graveyard to pieces, and chump block. So we're not technically dead. I just have to do it before they attack. Well, can I actually do it? Because this is 5 mana. There's 4 or 5, and I can eat 2 things. So I can only have that do 2 damage to me. That kills the Travis. So maybe we block, draw the card. And then scoop with that on the stack. Actually, I think I'm going to take this out. That means I want them to know I have it. So they're trying to play around this in the future. Because I think I do like taking that out and playing the 2 crabs. So my apologies. Whoever said the crab was a good include, I agree. I think I actually did need it. I didn't appreciate how much it was doing for me. Because I just can't get through it. So let's put both of them in. Take the prototype out. You really did, Dom. You really did. Yeah, I went from wanting 0 to wanting 2. Does sound like good montage music, doesn't it? What if I just cut the restoration specialist? Nah, they're still going to play out some of those 3/3s. I don't need this. It feels weird, but I don't need it. I mean, I think you figured that one out, Dom. That was definitely a card that mattered. If that was an island, I'd keep this, but it isn't. Okay, we can talk. It's a fun matchup. Hello, Magistrate. I think they just have had the option to play around the crab pretty easily, so they have. Don't really want them to exile that. Kami War is a tough one to deal with. They can't cast it for sure yet. I guess this is the highest upside if they don't have the land for Kami War. Well, the thing is, if we can play Naomi, if I untap with this and get 2 copies of the Sphere, that seems great. The problem is, like, I almost would want them to use it on this because they've got 3 copies of that Destroy Target Flyer card. I don't know. It feels like 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, right? Like, they don't need to kill this. They also could just block it forever. The question is, do I attack with the Architect? And no, I'd just trade it for the Prancer. Yeah, I think this is dying no matter what happens. It's not doing anything, and that's okay. Clever girl. As long as they don't mill mine, we're okay. Can't actually see my clock time because it's white on white. That's quite annoying. I mean, I don't know that I'd say Sentinel is a good card. I think I'd say that Sentinel is probably the best card they could have against me right now. So we're kind of doing the same thing, but they're doing it way better than me. I don't much care for that. I can walk you through what it's doing in this deck. It's doing a great deal more than that in this deck. You can go back and watch the first round if you like, and see how good it can be. I'm down to 7 minutes, which kind of sucks because I need to make plays. I literally won the game with it in the first game. But I can explain it to you, I just can't do it while I'm down on clock. But again, I wouldn't call it a good card. It is the card I built my deck around. So it's an important card. I didn't see enough artifacts from them to be scared of this. I may have to complete that Sentinel. Yeah, Shrine Sewer is the only way to shuffle. Yeah, I think I have to. I kind of want to wait until after they play the Kami War so they don't just like make me get rid of it. Quite possibly. Which is fine. That gets him closer to milling me out, which I think I'd be interested in now. Oh, they're going to bounce mine. Okay, that works. Problem is I've got 5 minutes, so I've got to go quickly. Boop. I just got to keep the numbers even, which I can do right now. But they probably do have a fade to antiquity. I don't die to one hit from this, right? No, but it's close. Oh crap, I picked the wrong one. Huh, okay, I guess they get a Tanuki. Maybe that's better. Might be. They're at 9 cards, I'm at 8. And I've got them back on clog now. Yeah, it might have been a good call to have him not kill the shrine. I didn't expect him to discard the Tanuki. They've got something for double black. All right, tell me what you got. We're now ahead on cards. Oh yeah, soul transfer. That's what they got. No, they wanted the soul transfer. We saw that in game 1. I can keep him from getting back something. But you're not getting that Tanuki back. Spirits are weird looking. These sleeves, they're E-Honda sleeves, obviously. Yeah, I'm trying to keep my time going even. It's funny, I can't even get anything back. But I don't need to stress about this. This is not the way. Where's my other completion? Oh, it's over there on something that doesn't matter. Reaper, you still around? Do you see? Do you see the combo? This is literally the only card that matters. Right, but I built this deck to go this long. Yeah, I think it's just Sentinel mirrors here. They got 12 seconds. They may not be aware there's a time limit on the game, but today they have learned. They have learned. That felt like magic. There's still a round left. Yeah, I know that's what everyone's actually here for, is you want to watch me eat lunch. Playing Magic is just like this thing we do between lunches. Air, thank you for the reset, my dude.
Still, it is good since the soup is your food of choice, not only food you are able to process with toothless old mouth in faraway future.
Thank you, Air. Y'all spam some cats for Air. Thank you, my friend. It's quite a wait. Huzzah! Let's show them what we can do, Dak. I believe. Nah, I ain't gonna blame you for nothing. Be happy. It's just a better way to be. This doesn't say coward on it, right? No, it says insect. Yeah. Don't throw me in the briar patch. Oh. Do we cycle or do we go for the long play? I'm at 22. I can do this. Ow. We just do this now, right? Like they can move it, but I'll block whatever they put it on. I do like using all of my mana. For me to arrest the octopus doesn't make a lot of sense because it doesn't fall off if I arrest it. Ground's mostly covered. I could sit here and just draw some cards. Taking that back do much for me? Not a whole lot. But I'm not super unhappy with it. Okay, so we don't want to be milling them. Got it. But that is an activated ability. Whoever's helping Jingataxis is a friend of mine. All will be one. They basically just want everybody to be friends, if you think about it. I guess I could, in theory, draw something that's more important than that, but I don't think I will. What does that do? Huh. Okay. Seems pretty good. We're gonna need to complete that. I mean, it's how do you want them to draw the cards first? I think they get more cards off of this long term, but I might be wrong. And I don't mind them drawing some cards because mill is probably our win condition here. They're not going to forget to use it this time, I bet. Because they can activate it to put a target artifact on the bottom of their library. They can do it again, though, now and get me. exactly when I would have played that. Yeah, it's good timing. Oh, I can't do that. I can do this. Which does leave the shields down for a turn, which I don't particularly care for. Because it's 4 mana and I have 3. I should have used this to cast the Steward, and I didn't recognize that until I'd already cast it. Oh yeah, we can still use the Raicho Sentinel. I don't know if they've got, like, there are things that could win them the game here. Not a lot of them. Sure. See, this is where we could get messed up. Is this a May? It's not. So all I have to do is survive and keep this up and we win. This is me taking 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, okay. I wanted to do a good game of them. So there are certainly things for me to hit with Repel the Vile, just not a lot of them. We need to be careful milling them initially until we can mill them out, because this thing is actually quite good. I'm pretty comfortable with the crab. Yeah, I don't think I actually want to change anything, but we'll change our play a little bit. I mean, this looks perfect to me. I do want to hit him with a good game. Like, that was a good game. That was a real good game. I think we're pretty happy to counter a cheeseburger here. A cheeseburger is anything that we could counter that isn't particularly relevant. To catch you up on Semulin stream lingo. So this was a cheeseburger. What'd you bump into, Wallet? So this stops the chip, right? Well, they can still look at the top card, but they can't equip it. I don't care if they can look at their top card. Ward didn't happen though, right? Like, this doesn't have ward on the stack. I don't know. I thought it seemed reasonable. Oh, okay. Sorry. My brain skipped some steps, apparently. Okay, okay. That makes some sense. Kind of needed a Herpaderb there. Land. Didn't get one. Don't much care for it. Still need the land. Man, everything needs to be completed. Yeah, Herpaderps and cheeseburgers are actually quite the same, as is home slice on occasion. You got to be pretty old school to remember home slice, but it's part of it too. So this deals 3 damage. If I complete this, they can't play anything. That is an activated ability. The problem is I just start taking so much damage in the air. I can sort of keep pace with this. It's just they're going to start recycling their lightning bolt, which actually means that that has to be what I answer. We're going to go to 4, play this in block, and go to 1. Sucks. I don't like it. Oh yeah, lightning bolt can go to face. Okay, fair enough. No, we go to 1 there, and then I just die to the other flyer. I forgot it could go face. I kind of dismissed that card as unplayable and then didn't really think about what it did. So our ground clogging up doesn't actually work here. Still get some value out of that. I think this is fine. Oh yeah, I have to start by answering that. And I recognize that. I just didn't recognize that it didn't matter. I was rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic, as they say. Yeah, not hitting the land is basically what set us behind, because at that point we're just taking too much damage from the flyers. Mod Rider Patrol was not a consideration, no. This deck isn't looking to get in chip damage, and it's not looking to spend 4 mana to tap something down that costs way less. I'm pretty excited to invoke it. I can hit the land, I don't have to complete that, but I'm scared I'm not going to hit the land. And I want to just make sure we're not taking infinite damage off of these things. They have an ninjutsu thing, and I'm pretty happy for them to play it here. Poor little trash bot. Where was Trashbot when Gondor called for aid? Gondor has no Trashbot. Gondor needs no Trashbot. It's gone door to door. Oh, that is fantastic. F plus. So what happens if I counter the ability of this being exiled and returned to the battlefield? Does it just sit there? I think they probably play the 3. Okay, I could sort of see that being a scenario that might work. Okay, we have a judge. When a saga reaches 3 counters, it is sacrificed after the triggered ability leaves the stack. Thank you, Tommy. But fair enough. They would just pay the 3. That's fine. We'll just make 2 5/7 wards. I think we're going to try to kill him with damage this time. The other judge. We got all the judges. We got a vegetable judge. And a garbage judge. And Alexis is a judge. Fair enough. I don't actually know how many levels there are in judging. How many are there? Three. Okay. Ah. Why does John's Kappa look so much better than mine? It's the beard. I can believe that. I think I want to keep this. Let's draw all the cards. So I can bounce something. You want to bounce this and start the mill plan? That seems bad when I haven't dealt with this yet. Let's take my cards first. Okay, so that's how I'm dealing with this. Got it. Level 1 is an F&M judge, GP judge. Level 3 is a regional leader. Okay. I mean, John just has a better face for conveying emotions. I think. I'm also a huge fan of John. You and me both, brother. Boop. I can't really grow a beard. It looks pretty bad when I try to do it. Uh-oh. I can't actually get anything back that I care much about. That's okay, we can get Trixie too. We've shuffled since we put the thing in. How did we shuffle since we put this in? Why is it exile? Oh, I never put it in. I was gonna put it in, but I didn't. Okay. No, I think we're on try to kill him with damage currently, and that's a backup plan. I'm going to stop milling him now, obviously. They want to get that. I don't see any reason they should have that. So sadly, I don't think I can copy him. Unless I don't care if they get back the sniper, but I kind of care if they get back the sniper. Which means I can mill them again. Crap, now I need to deal with that. This is too many things. They're going to play their entire deck. We may have to do this the old-fashioned way, y'all. Yep. What we're doing. That is the old-fashioned way. If you think about it, maybe they are. Would have traded here, chump here, and take 5. I don't think 5 is considerable damage. It's a good cat. Super Mario RPG reference. I never played Super Mario RPG. Was it fun? Extremely good game, one of the best NES games. Okay. Boop. That's magic. That's magic. God, why would you need to play multiple drafts in a day when we could spend 3 hours on one of them? Oh, that's... Sign me up for more of those, please. Very bigly thank yous to my Patreons. Thank you, Paul, Punk, Hero, Joe, Jesse, Jacob, excuse me, Scott, Fasty, Rich, Brandon, John, and Jazzy. Y'all are awesome.